Alright, welcome back. Or welcome for the first time. Either way, you've somehow ended up watching a video about workout splits, which means you're either trying to get jacked, trying to get stronger, or you've been going to the gym for 6 months doing whatever feels right and you're starting to wonder if there's a better way. There is, probably. See, a workout split is just how you divide your training across the week. Which muscles do you hit on which days? How often? How hard? That's what a split does. It gives you a plan, so you're not just wandering around the gym like a lost tourist, hopping on whatever machine isn't taken. And here's the thing, there are a lot of splits out there. Some are backed by science. Some are backed by a guy named Chad who's been lifting for 15 years. Some are both. Today, we're going through every major workout split, what it is, who it's for, and whether or not it's actually worth your time. Let's get into it. First up, the full body split. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. You train your entire body, upper, lower, pushing muscles, pulling muscles, all in one session. You typically do this 2 to 3 times a week with rest days in between so your body can actually recover. The exercises are usually big compound movements: squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, the stuff that works multiple muscles at once. You're not spending
basically an 8-hour arm workout.
You're being efficient. You're in. You work everything. You're out. Now, this is hands down the best split for beginners. If you're just starting out, your body doesn't need a ton of volume to grow. It just needs consistent stimulus. And training 3 times a week, hitting everything, gives your body exactly that while still leaving plenty of time to recover. It's also amazing if your schedule is unpredictable. Miss a day? No problem. You're not skipping leg day forever. You just push the session back. The downside? As you get more advanced, it gets harder to hit enough volume per muscle group in a single session without the workout lasting 3 hours. So at some point you need to level up. Next, the upper-lower split. This one is criminally underrated. The idea is simple. You alternate between upper body days and lower body days. A common structure is 4 days a week, with the weekends off or used for rest and active recovery. Upper days hit your chest, back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps. Lower days hit your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. What makes this split great is the frequency. You're hitting each muscle group twice a week, which research consistently shows is better for building muscle and strength than training each muscle once. And you're still keeping the workouts manageable in length because you're only training half your body at a time. This is arguably the best split for intermediate lifters. You've outgrown full body, but you're not yet at a level where you need to nuke a single muscle group with 25 sets every session. Upper-lower gives you that
Nice.
sweet spot. The only real knock on it is that lower body days can be brutal. Squats and deadlifts in the same workout? Yeah. Bring a snack and your will to live. Okay, here it is. The one everyone talks about. Push-pull legs, or PPL. This split divides your training not by body region, but by movement pattern. Push days, chest, shoulders, triceps, all the muscles involved in pushing things away from you. Pull days, back and biceps, all the muscles involved in pulling things toward you. Leg days, quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, the entire lower body. You can run this 3 days a week for a lower frequency version, or 6 days a week running through push, pull, legs twice. That means every muscle gets hit twice a week with solid volume. The logic here is elegant. You're grouping muscles that work together naturally. When you bench press, your chest, shoulders, and triceps are all involved anyway. So why split them across different days? Train them together. Let them recover together. This is a fantastic split for intermediate to advanced lifters. It's flexible. You can make it a 3, 4, 5, or 6 day program depending on your schedule. It allows for serious volume, and it just makes sense from a movement standpoint. The downside? The 6-day version is a lot. Leg day twice a week means you might be walking funny on a pretty regular basis. You've been warned. Ah yes, the bro split. The old faithful. Walk into almost any commercial gym and look at what most people are doing.
Stop it. Get some help.
Monday, everyone's on the bench press because Monday is chest day. Always has been. Always will be. The Bro Split dedicates each training day to one specific muscle group. A classic setup looks like this: Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday shoulders, Thursday arms, Friday legs, with the weekend off. Each muscle gets 1 day per week of maximum attention and volume. You're doing every chest exercise known to mankind on Monday. You're not leaving the gym until your chest is completely cooked. Then it rests for a week while you move on to the next muscle group. This split has built some absolutely incredible physiques. It works. But here's the catch. Science now tells us that training a muscle twice a week is generally better for growth than training it once. So from a pure optimization standpoint, the Bro Split isn't the most efficient tool in the box. That said, if you love it, you're consistent with it, and you're recovering well, keep going. The best split is the one you'll actually stick to. And honestly, there's something deeply satisfying about having a dedicated chest day.
Yep.
You show up, you know exactly what you're doing, and you go absolutely ham on one muscle group. Just maybe don't skip Friday. Leg day is not optional. Okay, now we're getting into the legendary territory. The Arnold Split is a 6-day program built around 3 workouts, each repeated twice per week. The man himself, 7-time Mr. Olympia, the Austrian Oak, the Terminator, the former governor of California. This is how Arnold Schwarzenegger trained to build one of the most iconic physiques in history. The 3 workouts are chest and back together on the same day, then shoulders and arms, then legs and lower back. Repeat that entire sequence twice in the week, and you've got your Arnold Split. Now, what makes this interesting is the pairing of chest and back on the same day. These are actually opposing muscle groups. One pushes, one pulls. So while your chest is resting between sets, your back is working, and vice versa. It's surprisingly efficient despite the insane volume. But let's be real, this split is intense. We're talking 6 days a week, multiple hours per session, enormous amounts of volume. Arnold used to train twice a day. This is not a beginner program. This is barely a normal human program. This is something you do when building muscle is literally your job. For most people, this is a fun thing to try for a training block, not a lifestyle. But hey, if you want to train like a legend, now you know how. Let's talk about PHUL, which stands for Power Hypertrophy Upper Lower. This is a 4-day split created by fitness educator Brandon Campbell, and it's built on a beautiful idea. What if we trained for both strength and size in the same week? Here's how it works. You have 4 sessions per week: upper power, upper hypertrophy, lower hypertrophy. On power days, you go heavy, low reps, big compound lifts, building raw strength.
It's raw.
Salmon.
On hypertrophy days, you increase the volume and the rep ranges, shifting focus to muscle growth. The result is a program that turns you into someone who is both strong and jacked. PHUL is best suited for intermediate lifters who've outgrown basic beginner programs and want more structure. It's also great if you've been doing pure bodybuilding style training and want to actually get stronger, not just look stronger. The workouts can run a bit long, especially on hypertrophy days. So make sure you've got the time to commit. But if you do, this one delivers. Similar concept, cranked up a notch. PHAT, which stands for Power Hypertrophy Adaptive Training. This one was designed by Dr. Lane Norton, who is a pro natural bodybuilder and a powerlifter with a PhD in nutritional sciences. Basically, a very smart, very jacked person who decided to build the ultimate hybrid program. PHAT is a 5-day split. The first 2 days are dedicated to power work, heavy upper body pulling and pushing, and heavy lower body. Think deadlifts, squats, bench press, big weights, low reps. Then the final 3 days shift into hypertrophy mode, back and shoulders, lower body, and chest and arms. But now with higher volume, higher reps, and pump-focused work, you're essentially doing powerlifting and bodybuilding in the same week. It's a form of periodization, training your muscles with different stimuli to maximize both strength and size simultaneously. PHAT is for experienced lifters who want to take their training to a higher level. The sessions are long. We're talking 75 to 120 minutes, especially on hypertrophy days. But the program has a cult following for a reason. It works. What happens when you can't decide between push-pull legs and upper-lower? You do both. The PPLUL Split is exactly what it sounds like. Push, pull, legs, upper-lower across 5 days per week. This gives you the best of both worlds. Early in the week, you get dedicated push and pull days with high volume per movement pattern. Then you revisit the upper and lower body with a different stimulus later in the week. The result is every major muscle group getting hit twice a week across 5 days, with manageable session lengths and built-in variety. It avoids the monotony of doing the same sessions twice, and it lets you structure the week so that high-volume days come first when you're freshest. This is an excellent choice for intermediate to advanced lifters who can commit to 5 days a week and want a structured, balanced program without going full 6-day mode. Similar to the Bro Split, but slightly more refined. The classic 5-day bodybuilding split. This is the format you'd see in old-school bodybuilding magazines. Chest Monday, back Tuesday, shoulders Wednesday, arms Thursday, legs Friday. The difference between this and the pure Bro Split is often in how the days are structured. Here, the programming is more deliberate. You might pair a smaller muscle onto a day as an accessory, like hitting rear delts after back, and the exercise selection tends to be more comprehensive. This format allows for maximum volume per muscle group, and it has produced countless incredible physiques. The trade-off, again, is low frequency. Each muscle trained once per week. But for advanced lifters with high training volumes and demanding sessions, once per week might actually be enough stimulus. Research suggests most muscle groups respond well to 10 to 20 sets per week. If you're cramming all 20 sets into one brutal day, you can still hit that target, just differently than someone doing 2 lighter sessions. Alright, so you've heard about 9 different ways to structure your training, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, cool, but which one do I actually do? Here's the simple version. If you're a beginner or you can only make it to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, full body, period. No debate. It's the most efficient way to grow when you're new, and it's flexible enough to survive a chaotic schedule. If you're intermediate and can train 4 days a week, upper, lower. It's the perfect balance of frequency, volume, and recovery. Hugely underrated, endlessly effective. If you're intermediate to advanced and can do 4 to 6 days, push-pull legs. It's flexible, it's science-backed, it's popular for a reason. Go 3 days for a relaxed version, 6 days when you're really locked in. If you want to build both strength and size, PHUL at 4 days or PHAT at 5 days. These are the power building options for people who don't want to choose between looking strong and being strong. If you want to go full bodybuilder mode, Bro Split or Classic 5-day. High volume, focused muscle groups, and extremely satisfying. Just know you're training each muscle once a week, which is fine as long as you're putting in the work. And if you want to train like an absolute unit from the 1970s with the energy of a small nuclear reactor, Arnold Split. 6 days, legendary results, and the absolute right to tell people I train like Arnold. At the end of the day, here's what actually matters more than which split you pick. Consistency, progressive overload, sleep, and nutrition. The perfect split that you quit after 2 weeks is worse than the okay split you stick to for a year. So pick something that fits your life, your schedule, and honestly, your personality. If you hate training legs twice a week, you're not going to stick to PPL long term. Try something. Run it for 8 to 12 weeks. Assess how you feel and adjust from there. Your training should evolve as you do. If you found this useful, drop a like. It helps the channel more than you'd think. And if you want to deep dive into any specific split, I've created a free split picker on my WAP to help you find the best training split for your goals, schedule, and experience level. Simply answer a few quick questions, and you'll receive a personalized workout split along with a downloadable PDF that includes everything you need to start training. Exercises, sets, reps, rest times, training days, and more. It's completely free, so you've got nothing to lose. Give it a try and start lifting with a plan built for you.